You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
It's a Go Time Dolphins first. You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the name of the show. We have a returning friend of the podcast, so there's no point in me and Charlie going back and forth about, life and football and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure everyone's here waiting to see, the main attraction, which normally myself and Charlie. This week it ain't. So Charlie, we've got to take a back seat to someone else. But outside of that, how are you?
Anytime you could get a former Miami Dolphin on the show is real exciting, bro. Sometimes when you prepare for the show and you might throw this at Kadeem might throw something at me. But anytime there's a former Miami Dolphin that comes, or a current Miami Dolphin that comes to the show, it's always exciting. And I'm gonna be real with you, I don't even have to prepare for it. I just want to holler at a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I have millions of questions off the top of my head that I would want to throw at someone. And today, we get returning guest William Hayes to the show. Will Hayes in the building. This man eating on the show. Like, what's up with you? Oh, we got names. Shout out to Kadeem. What's in the cup?
Little smoothie, got my greens going, man.
Hey, so before my co-hosts get on me, it's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. Got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Big Play Hayes, number 95, in the building for the second time. We appreciate you coming back, rock with us.
Hey, man, your introduction get better every single time, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, my co-host tried to do the intro. He fumbled the ball out every time.
You just fumbled it.
I did not fumble.
Did you not say your favorite podcast?
Listen, hey,
you fumbled the ball. Look. So in this situation, the ball being snapped, and essentially across you is 95 William Hayes, and he's rushing you, and you're like, no, I'm not doing this, and you fumbled the ball.
Yeah, you fumbled it, but you recovered it.
In essence, I don't think I fumbled. I think what happened was, I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro. I seen number 95 lining up across from me, and I'm like, yo, I kind of bobbled the snap, but I still had positive net yardage. You know what I'm saying? Like I bobbled the snap, but I didn't fumble the snap. But hey, again, we appreciate you coming back, bro. It's draft season. You know what I'm saying? The draft is approaching us. What was it like, bro, when you got that phone call, bro, for the draft?
Life changing, man. I knew I was going to I went from broke to but doing all right overnight. You know what I mean? So, it was life changing for me and my family. You know, we was what you would consider lower class, financially, but we was upper class. But mentally, bitch, we ain't never we was broke, but we didn't live like we was broke. So it was life changing. It was overnight, man. Overnight, where it's like now you ain't really focused on bills no more. All those things, those necessities you need day by day. You wasn't really as focused on that no more. So I mean, it was a change that happened overnight.
So you went to Winston-Salem State University,
sir.
For sure, with my brother, and you got drafted by the Titans, and you get the phone, bro. What was the call like though? Like, what was the, hey, Will, this is Jeff Fisher. Did Jeff Fisher call you? Was it Fisher?
Yeah. So it's crazy. We was looking at TV, and I wasn't thinking I was gonna get drafted fourth round. So I was just like, man, let me go fishing right quick. So in the midst of me going fishing, I got a call that said we're thinking about moving up and taking you. So then I went back to the crib and I got that call. Well, matter of fact, I seen my name come up, and then my whole family, we just went crazy. A lot of kids.
So you telling me they traded up for you?
Yeah,
What would
I'm
they
actually a big deal, man.
What would they? Well, you're not a big deal. You're not. You're not a big deal, bro. Like, why would someone trade up for you, bro?
Hey,
Out of
man,
all people,
favor from God, dog.
that's what it is.
Yeah. When you got that favor, man, nobody can't take it away from you.
Hey, what you got for us, Kaden?
I was gonna ask what was the package the Titans traded up for you?
The next year they had to give up a first round pick in the second round.
He lying, bro.
Yeah, that was, probably like a cup of coffee and a flat screen TV. It wasn't too much. I can tell you that much. No, it wasn't much. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure.
I can't even find it online. But what would that draft process like for you? You know, the pro days, like the whole stuff around the combine and stuff. What was that like?
It was probably one of the most strenuous times of my life, man. Like, just asking. I remember asking my agent a lot of questions. I remember it was a strenuous process, man. Like, I remember the workouts just being real brutal, and then it's like I felt like since I went to a smaller school, I had to do more. So it was like after workouts, then I had a friend named Gary. And me and him started working out every night at like 12 o'clock, and we'll work out like from like 12 to 4. You know what I mean? And it was just like brutal workouts me and him was doing. So it was just like it's a switch of a mindset to where it's like you go from being like the where it's like now you like truly honestly just focusing on like trying to like prepare to get to the next level.
Hey,
And that's
was one
not easy.
of those questions that you asked your agent? Was it like, hey, when does that check hit? You know what I'm saying? Was it like, yo, hey, when's the first check clear? What when did you find out when the first check cleared?
After you sign, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure when the first one hit. And being honest with you, I don't remember that, but I just remember just getting that one lump sum at one time, and it was like, wow, like this is what it kind of feels like. Being able to go out and buy a pair of Jordans and not knowing if you can actually afford the J's, I mean, that started from there, then it like worked up,
Worked up. Generational wealth now. I like it, bro.
So I think I found a trade package. So it looks like Washington traded its first, third, and fifth round selections. So pick 21, 84, and 154, sent to Atlanta for 2 of Atlanta's second round selections and its fourth round selection. So pick 21, 84, and 154 for 34, 48, and 103. And then after that, it seems Washington traded with Tennessee. So pick 103, sorry, pick 103 was sent for the Titans' fourth round pick and fifth round pick. So 103 for 124 and 157.
Bro, look at stat check, fact check coming through in the clutch, bro. In the clutch.
Pick 103, Tennessee Titans, William Hayes.
Yo, hey, clap it up, man. Clap it up. Hey, that was up, man. So in the midst, you know what I'm saying, you get drafted. Our last episode you came on and hollered at us and told us you told us some of the story. You ain't give us all of it. I kind of know more of it that didn't make the air. But I know the William Hayes that found out, oh, if I got into a fight, I could get to kind of take the day off type of thing, bro. So now
that man, listen, that didn't really happen too much, man. It was, I mean, I think I got thrown out of practice maybe twice, but hopefully there is just be like next to the next play.
Yeah.
Like happens all the time. Like a fight that happens in training, like that's just like okay, it's normal. It never goes into it never carries over and go into the locker room.
Oh, I can understand that. Yeah. I got something that I want you to see. You got some of these pictures, Kadeem?
Yes, of course I do.
So as Kadeem pulls up this picture, there's something that a lot of people don't know. Okay. They know that you're a comedian, bro. You got all the jokes. You think you could get with me in the hands, but my hands are just faster than yours. And I can understand your confidence, but
I'm not you, man.
You not what?
I'm not about to play with you.
Hayes, bro, listen. So for all the audio listeners, please check us out on YouTube. Go Time Dolphins. Share, like, and subscribe. We appreciate you. But a lot of people don't know about William Hayes is, yeah, he got the jokes, talk about the dinosaurs, talk about the mermaids and stuff. But dude is a natural born leader. And here you are in this picture breaking down the locker room. You in the middle, look like you said some inspirational stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what's going on in this picture, but what do you remember about times like this and being in the locker room and being a fixture of a locker room?
Golly. I mean, I think that's the part I miss the most, man. Like, it's just like I just don't know if people like. I mean, I definitely know those guys that's way more talented than I was, but I don't think people was willing to give up more than I was willing to give up on a day-to-day grind. You know, so that picture alone just it's just like, I mean, I'm telling you, the whole time I was in the league, man, I wanted to win a championship. That's what like my whole existence was. You know, and it's just like trying to rally guys together, especially when times wasn't as good. You know, making them believe in a process. And a lot of guys, it's hard for them to understand the process. That's why they don't stick around and last as long as they need to. You know, when fame and glory gets bigger than like what's the actual the reason you're there for, it takes away from the game. So just rallying guys, man, letting them know like we who we said we were. You know, we put we like start to string together a couple of wins, like what we could do. You know, just trying to build that camaraderie together, man. And I guess I failed in Miami. So
Nah, you acting, bro. Ain't no fella. You see, you see what that, hey, that's what a leader does. A leader takes accountability, and I like that. But come on, bro. What you think this is?
I was gonna say it's something you said on the first time you was on the show, and I think I asked you what did you listen to, like game day music and stuff like that, and you said you didn't need music to motivate you. Like if you need music to motivate you for a game of football, then you're not there, and it shows.
Man, I don't let music motivate me for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need music to make me happy. I don't need music that like make me feel a certain type of way. I listen to a little gospel music every now and then, but I mean 9 times out of 10, it's like even when I drive in my car, I don't even listen to music. Like it's just a time for me to reflect and like, you know, it's that quiet time. And sometimes when you're hearing a lot of noise, you can't even like get like, you know, you can't even like really be one within yourself, you know. So I'm really big on like just a quiet time, man. Just focusing on like what's around me and being able to like be real observant to my surroundings, man.
Hey, a lot of people don't know. Well, I said it last time on an episode, but you family, bro. Like you walked in my brother's wedding. We lived in the same house for a little bit. A lot. It's so much things. Like there's a quote that's blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. And I rock with you 100%, bro. And what made me think about that picture that we just showed on YouTube is because I moved into a new place and I was putting like this shadow collage of pictures up. Right. So I put these pictures together, had some pictures of my brother's wedding, had some pictures of my nephews and nieces, and I found a picture of you. And if you could show the other picture, Kadeem, and I'm like, dang, look at this man. Right. And I ain't gonna lie, I had a soft spot for it. You feel me? But when you see a picture like this and it speaks to your leadership, for everyone listening to the audio version, gotta check us out on YouTube. It's pre-game, and it's William Hayes walking in the middle. The captain's going to the middle of the field. To the right of him is Cameron Wake and Mike Pouncey. And to the left of him is Michael Thomas and Ndamukong Suh. Right. William Hayes is walking in the middle. What do you remember from like just a picture like this?
Man, that's one of my favorite pictures, man. Those are some real studs, man, that I had the honor to walk beside, man. That's everything, man. Pouncey to this day still one of my, you know, we don't talk as much no more, you know what I mean? Very rarely. But like he was one of my favorite teammates of all time. So like real alpha male, man. I honestly feel like if his knees didn't start messing with him, well no, it's his hip. They start messing with him. We talking about he would be like a generational talent. I mean, he's already like one of the best centers I personally think of all times. But like, if you take his hip injuries out, man, I'm telling you, this dude's a stud, man. Just being able to walk beside those guys was an honor in itself. You got Cam Wake, and you know the journey he had getting into the NFL. Mike Thomas, like a guy who's down fighting Claude to get to where he at in his career. And then you got Sue, who's just Sue. You know what I mean? It was just a blessing to be beside those guys, man.
Bro, this is a picture right here, bro. Like, I wanted to, I was gonna text it to you, but I like, nah. Next time we get him on the show, I gotta show him this. You feel me? But yeah, man, it's stuff like this that people don't know actually was a thing. They didn't know William Hayes was a leader like that. And Kadeem, what did you think when you seen this picture?
It's one of those photos in which it seems fake because it's like so everything is lined up perfectly. You guys are walking middle of the field. It's black and white, and sometimes the black and white picture just goes harder. It's like, you know what? Yeah, this is it. It's 5 guys. I don't know if I can say ready to go to war because I've never played a snap of football in my whole entire life. I played a complete different game of football, but it's guys who are focused. It's one of those photos where you can imagine it, hung up on someone's wall. It's a motivational photo. All it needs, or maybe if it doesn't, but like a motivational slogan thing like on top of it, and beautiful picture.
I ain't gonna lie. I think it says a lot without saying anything at all. I think it's poetic for sure. For real. All right, so we can take this down. I'm getting all warm and fuzzy. Hey, Will.
Yes, sir.
It's Autism Awareness Month, man.
Yes.
And big ups here on Go Time Dolphins for autism awareness. Right. And you have mycuescorner.com. Can you tell us what it is?
It's an indoor play facility for people with special needs, and we also an inclusive gym. So we support families to come who have kids who don't have special needs. We just an inclusive play gym, man. We got sensory rooms, VR 360 rooms, soft play room. We got motion equipment, a play room. Since, like I said, we just like we would be like the Disney World for special needs, with the swings, and we that. And then the next phase, what we got coming is we about to start services, providing services within Q's Corner, probably within the next 6 months. So now we're talking about speech therapies, ABA therapy, play therapy. We're gonna have a room to where we're gonna teach kids how to make their beds, wash dishes, and just trying to create a legacy, man. Be able to help really give these families the information and the services they need within our city. And then my goal is to be able to take those same services and start creating them other places. We partnered with LA Language and Speech. That's where my kid went in California, and I got really close with Dr. Pamela Wiley, who's a very successful, world-renowned speech therapist, and she's gonna partner with us and and really be able to help provide some services over here on the East Coast.
Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
They ain't even a follow up that I could hit you with for that, for real.
But I ain't gonna be a Hall of Fame football player, man. I just want to be a Hall of Fame person. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? No, dropping all the mics. You feel me?
How do you follow that? Like, what's the follow-up question to something like that?
I don't know, Kadeem. It's on you. You got to follow up with that.
Oh, no. It's I guess, for people who aren't quite aware of some of the things you said, like a sensory room, like what does that entail? What's the purpose behind it, if that makes sense?
Well, sensory rooms is really good for people who are blind, people who just have sensory issues, so normally people with sensory issues don't have a real self-awareness. So it's allowed them, they can go through, play with the different fiber optic toys we got. We got machines where you can rub your hands across it and it goes off a sound. It's just a lot of different. It's people who have really sensory issues would be able to understand. For us, we went there, we just see like these cool lights and we see these cool fiber optics. But in a person with sensory issues, they see much more stuff that I came in like really explain to you because I don't really have those issues. But man, we've seen people. I've legit seen kids come in here and have their first words inside Q's corner. You know, so there you go. That's a perfect example of what the first picture would be. And those are sensory swings right there. So, I mean, just swings. So the fiber optics would be stuff like this, right? You know, you got somebody, like I said, who just like really get intrigued with the lights. Like we got this one kid to come in and he'll sit in front of like this one, like these fiber optics for like 3 or 4 hours straight. So, you know, like I said, I don't know what's going on in his mind when he see it, but we know it's like very like needed for him. Like it helps him like calm down with the stimming and a lot of other issues that he has got going on.
Bro, we got the My Q's Corner website up right now on the YouTube version. So if you're listening to the audio version, it's something to see. You know what I'm saying? And when you're at home prior to having My Q's Corner, what triggers the idea? Like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. How did you come up with this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. So first it was my wife idea, and I just couldn't even grasp the concept of it a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you talking about like a playground in the indoors? Like, what do you like? You know, whatever. So, but then the more she started kind of explaining it to me, I kind of started understanding it because, you know, like I said, my oldest boy got autism, and so that's where Q's Corner come from because his name is Quentin. So it's like basically it's Q's Corner. So everywhere we done went from California to Florida, we seen all these different services that he loved, but all of it was in more of a clinical setting. So we was like, what if we could take these clinical setting toys and put them inside of a play area, like the kids could because a lot of those kids with the sensory issues and a lot of needs, they more so like clinical. You know, they like the clinical stuff more so than like the typical kid, like a trampoline or like throwing a ball or playing basketball. They don't really see stuff that way. So we took all those clinical objects and we put them inside of a play facility object. And man, it's been going crazy, man. And it's been going amazing.
Hey, it's Autism Awareness Month.
That's my wife idea. Y'all want us to can we give her a shout out right quick? Hey, come over here and say hey.
Hey, what's up?
Come on, say hey. Come on, say hey. She's real shabby.
What up? You good?
Hey.
Hi.
I hope all is well on your end.
Thank you. It is. I hope all is well with you all too.
Yeah. Q's Corner doing great. We just wanted to shout y'all out, man.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate the love.
Already.
You have to come check us out.
With the Winston-Salem sweater on already.
Yeah. Her voice a little gone right now. She don't smoke cigarettes. She just got a cigarette. Right now, I don't know where it came from. She done had that thing stuff. She take it, but
so Will, Pete, y'all know they call me Charlie Touche, right?
All right.
But now I'm not just Charlie Touche.
What are you?
I'm Charlie Two Stripes because I got my second stripe on my white belt in jiu-jitsu class, boy.
That white belt?
Yes, white belt.
Come on, man. You gotta be growner than that. You can't be just dropping coffee all in here now. Yeah. What you mean? Like, ain't this like the first belt you can get?
Yeah, that's the first belt you get, bro. What belt you got? What color is your belt?
I mean, I don't know, man. That's just typical you, man.
What you mean? You got to start somewhere.
Like, so you start off with I thought you started off with a white belt.
And that's where I start. That's why I have a white belt. I just started.
So you're a 2-degree white belt?
Yes. Very good, Junior Grasshopper.
That's crazy, man. I just don't understand that, man.
So you want the hands or not?
No, that's like saying like, hey, I need to give congratulations. I just made the Little League football team. But I feel like everybody make the Little League football team, man. Everybody get the white belt starting out.
But do you have a white belt?
No, but if I like went and start karate, like they would give me a white belt. Like,
See, this ain't karate though. This is jujitsu, bruh.
that's
That
different.
means if me and you are grappling,
You didn't have to earn your white belt. No, you can't beat me in grappling.
Will.
Man, come on, man. We ain't doing that, man.
Will, bro, listen.
Stay in tune, man. What you got going on,
bro? Listen. Before I was just clowning, like, oh, I'll put you in a heel hook. Now I know the heel hook, bro.
Oh, right,
like,
but
it's over with for you, bro.
How much you weigh?
160.
Man, come on, man.
How much you weigh?
100 pounds more than you.
265.
Man, I will mangle you.
But you won't mangle me though, because I'm gonna be on your back choking you out.
Nah, it won't happen.
See, bro,
I don't think like that. I don't think
techniques.
I'm trying to be funny. I think I could like let you like grab up under my neck. I don't think you had to like the manpower to like choke me out.
Bro, if I get your neck, it's a wrap.
No. I think I could easily pull your hands off me. Like, you too little.
Listen,
like, I don't respect like size.
If I get my hands around your neck, you won't be able to get to my hands because they'll be tucked under, choking you out.
5'8", 160. I don't respect that.
You know what? I'll give you this. You know, we had me and Kadeem had a back and forth. And let me I'm gonna ask you the same question that we presented to the listeners.
Right.
If I fought the lowest ranked UFC fighter in the 135-pound division, do you think I could get 5 strikes on him in the first round?
I don't think you could beat the girls.
This guy, bro. All the compliments I just gave you, dog. You trying me, bro?
But be a perfect example. Like, I think if you fight a girl that's 160, I think she'll choke you out and mangle you.
Hey, bro.
No, it's funny you said that because I sent Charlie a video, I think it was yesterday, of a guy saying he could beat any girl, and she just snaps his ACL. Like, it wasn't nice. I'm just saying.
Just know that I know how to, bro. Just know I know how to apply the techniques now, bro, and it's over with for you. It's over with for you.
But you got to apply them to somebody else. That's why it's weight classes.
Yeah, you're right. That is why there's weight classes.
Right.
But you don't know nothing at all. So just the fact that I know some of the techniques is going to case you up.
I know how to wrestle.
Oh, so you know how to wrestle?
I was 14 years.
Let's wrestle, bro. You're not saying nothing, bro.
You think you can beat me?
It's not I could beat you in grappling. So when we're wrestling, I'm gonna end up having a limb, and I could submit you grabbing that limb.
End up on the ground,
bro.
I could
you know what? We gonna record this and put it out for the world to see it on the internet. William Hayes gets tapped out by a white belt.
Man, come on, man. No, it ain't no dude, no black belt ain't tapping me out. So I want to fight the person who didn't teach you.
My instructor?
Yeah, I want to make an example out of him, so then you know, hey, shit, I might not be able to really mess with him.
He a purple belt.
Man, he could be a 10-degree black belt. It ain't gonna change nothing.
They don't have 10-degree black belts. They have coral belts. It goes to coral.
Man, listen, it don't matter what they go to. He could be a gold belt.
Gold belt. Championship of the world belt.
Man, it's gonna be the same ass whooping.
I'm done with you, bro. What you got for this man, Kadeem?
So I don't know what else Charlie wants to get to, but we put it out that you were returning to the show. We had a few, so we had the hashtag Ask Hayes, and a few people hit us up with a few questions. So if you're okay, I'll ask you a few questions from a few of our not just GTD fans, but Dolphins fans as well.
Okay.
So this is from a guy called Keith Bender, who he's from Florida, isn't he? But moved to Scotland. Charlie, is that correct?
Yeah, he's from Florida and moved to Scotland. I think he's from the Treasure Coast and then moved to Scotland. I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Scotland.
That was awful. Shout out Keith Bender. He's got 2 questions. One is a non-football one. He says, given where you're from, High Point in NC. Where's NC?
Hey, High Point. Shout out to High Point, man. I ain't been there in a minute. North Carolina. North Carolina. Cool. It's about an hour and a half from Charlotte?
Yeah.
He says, can you find any good barbecue outside Central North Carolina? I did my postgraduate degree at Duke Uni and fell in love with Lexington style barbecue.
I was just about to say Lexington. Yeah, man, it's a good barbecue all over the place. Lexington, Thomasville, High Point, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. William Hayes is low key nice on the grill, bro.
And tell him, hey,
I ain't gonna lie, he nice, bro. Hey, you know what?
monster in that kitchen, man.
I ain't gonna lie, he low. You know, you got me in something. You ain't got me in fishing, and you can't beat me in fighting, but you got me in the kitchen, bro. Like I give you that. You know, that's that. I'm gonna get you an apron for your birthday.
Another one from Keith. This is a football question. It's centered around the draft and the Dolphins draft. Only got 4 picks. Is it really needed? Is a defensive tackle really needed, given that the Dolphins only have 4 picks?
I like, was it Wilkins?
Yeah, and Zach Sealer.
Yeah, he pretty nice. Man, D-line that wouldn't hurt, but, I think that you focus on the offensive side of the ball, man. It's going to turn into an offensive league, man. Especially that secondary is so strong now that, they're going to give those boys a good chance to be able to get to that quarterback. So I think more so the offensive side of the ball, maybe a linebacker, maybe. But
offensive side of the ball, maybe a linebacker. What school did you go to? Winston-Salem? That's what they teach you in school?
Or maybe a linebacker. So I'm thinking offensive line or maybe a linebacker.
Dang, bro. Like,
offensive side of the ball needs the most attention, but I wouldn't say D-line. I'll probably say like linebacker.
That's cool.
I like it. You cleaned it up.
This is from Philip Workman. He's got 2 as well. The best player you've played with and against, and then also your best and worst teammate.
The player I played against that was the best. Man, probably the best player I played with was probably Albert Hainsworth, Aaron Donald. And I played against, like, you mean line up against, or more so like could it be a quarterback?
Both. Give us both. Give us both. Who the best player you lined up against, and I guess who the best quarterback you played against?
Gosh, what's my boy name? Probably like a Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. You know what I mean? And Richie Incognito was he gave it to me the worst I didn't ever play with. Him and Carey.
You said Richie Incognito and who?
And Vernon Carey.
Carey.
Both of them Miami boys.
Yeah.
But that Richie was different, man. It was like, because I've never been in a game to where it's like, I feel like I actually got in a fist fight. You know what I mean? And Richie gave that to you. It was the first game I ever played D-tackle.
And that's why they say a bully. He was a bully, huh?
Yep.
Pushing me down to the ground, falling on shit. You know what I mean? Just felt like he was just like kicking my ass for real. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, so I could tap out Richie Incognito, and he was doing that to you. So what that tell you about you? Right.
It tell me that I shouldn't have been like going to play defensive tackle that game. I should have stayed my ass at end. Yeah. That's what.
This is from Dan Crow. How do the different teams you played for compare, and why are the Dolphins the best?
What you mean? I gotta understand that. Like, what you mean? Why they the best?
There's no option. Dolphins just have to be the best team you play for.
Right. So Dolphins. I say the Dolphins was. I enjoyed myself with the Dolphins. Yeah, I did. But like, I don't know about from them being the best. Like, just being completely honest with you, they done did a completely remake. But you got to think about it. It wasn't the team was bad, but like the 2 years I was there, we had like some big injuries. You know, if your quarterback go down and you starting off 3-0, and then he go down the 3rd game, you know, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to win. You know what I mean? And then we had like a couple of offensive linemen go down. Both years I was there, man, it was just like guys would get hurt like the first couple of weeks, and then it was like
I think I could be incorrect, but I think both years y'all started 4-2. Like y'all both you had good starts, and then
the second year was 4-0, and then I got hurt the 4th game.
Dang, you got hurt the 4th game, bro.
Yeah. So I'm like one of the second people in NFL history to go out with an undefeated record. Me and the 72 Dolphins. Nah.
Oh.
Yeah. I
There's
mean, Dolphins. I really did enjoy Dolphins. The locker room, they had amazing. They had amazing guys within that facility, man. Zoe is one of my favorite guys. I still talk to. Now. Really good dudes in that facility. Really good guys, man.
Dolphins get a bad rap sometimes. It's good to hear a former Miami Dolphin clear it up. That's what's up.
Amazing time in Miami. Like they had a really good organization.
Anything else before we let them go, Kadeem?
As always, thanks so much. You know, Charlie always talks about you. You know, me and Charlie are boys. Charlie does say quite a lot. He can tap you out with that kind of stuff. So I need to see it. I need to see the
don't
evidence.
That man. Man, don't listen. No white belt ain't tapping me out, man. All that shit. Like he got a starter belt, man. Like,
bruh.
That you don't respect that, Kadeem.
But listen, Hayes, bro. 90%. Hey.
Listen, my 16-year-old sister is a black belt in karate. I respect her. Put it that way.
But what about that white belt?
What white belt? That's a participation trophy belt. Like, you turn up on day one, everyone gets this. Okay, and what?
Man, I got a white belt now. I took karate for 3 days, and they gave me a white belt. So, and for him to be a 2nd degree white belt, it's like even more. It's more disrespectful. Him thinking that's even like even a thing to come in.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not sure that they actually call it 2nd degree white belt. I have 2 stripes on my white belt.
Brother, Wet.
Say that again.
I was about to beat him up at his brother wedding.
No, you wasn't gonna beat me up at my brother's wedding. Like we could go through this again, bro. Like we had a wedding. You know, it was.
That boy got so mad at me, Kadeem. He was just over there pouting. That's as far as it went, though.
So I was pouting.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, "Hey, don't mess this up, or you know, or you're gonna have to. I'm really gonna give you these hands." I'm looking at him like, "Come on."
Okay, so hold up. Was you on time or not? I said, "Hey, be on time, or you got to see me." Were you on time?
No, you weren't on time.
Hey, be on time, or you gonna have to see me. Were you on time?
You was late.
I was not late.
You and your brother was both late. You remember they got mad at y'all because you wanted to stay around and pray and stuff at the very end.
We was not late though.
Y'all was late. We was
not late.
Yeah.
Hey, but you showed up on time though, and you ain't have to see these hands. So
I'm always on time.
Yeah, okay. That let us know.
I was never late one time in my NFL career.
Kadeem, you supposed to let siblings fight, bro. Like you.
I was gonna say, if you're late to my wedding, you'll see my hands. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna be late to my dog wedding. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there on time.
I'm just saying, if you're late to my wedding, you're getting these hands. That's what I'm saying. Not just that. I'm setting my sister on you. She's a black belt. Like, roundhouse kick to your head, game over.
Bro, she's a black belt in karate, bro. She ain't got no ground game, man. Like, I tie people up down here, bro. Anaconda.
There's no ground game. The only ground game is when she kicks you in your head and you're on the floor. You're on the ground. That's the ground game. Fight over. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be scared about no damn kid from your sister.
Oh man. Hey, Will, just before we let you go, give a shout out. Tell the new prospects coming into the league this draft season.
Mm-hmm.
Give them some pointers coming into the league real quick.
If I could do anything, I'd tell them to keep the main thing, man. You come in there and it's like now it's a different ball game. Like this ain't recreational. That's what I consider college. Like this is a job. They will get rid of your ass as soon as they bring you in. So when you come in there, like just know that you got to be different from all the other guys that's in there that's making all this money. You got to earn your stripes in that league, you know. So come in, be respectful, do what you're told to do, and do it at the best of your position, best of your ability. Like, you know, don't leave no stones untouched, man. You gotta like legit every single day bring your lunch pail to work every day, man. Every day, cause that one day you don't, that could be your last day you've been up in that league. You gotta. It's a true blessing to be in that position, man. People don't realize that. They take it for granted. You know what I mean? They don't realize it's like every Tuesday they're bringing people in to work out and take your position. So you can't never like get caught lacking or like get caught like not trying to like not bringing that lunch bill to work, man. Every day, man. So prove it it's a prove it business every day.
Hard hat.
You are who you say you are.
Hard hat.
The only business I've ever been a part that's like that.
Bro, I appreciate you, Will.
Tell
them how to find my Q's Corner.
Man, shit. The only thing I do is something called the internet now, man. You put my Q's Corner in there, that shit gonna pop up, man. It's the most amazing thing you ever seen, man.
I can't do it with this. Hey,
you gotta make it more like complicated than what it's gotta be, man. The only thing I just go put my Q's Corner in the search engine, man. Hit enter, that shit gonna come right up, man. Everything you want, Try. That's how you work the internet, man.
Hey, listen.
Who can't understand it, man? It's like it's something called YouTube. You go on there, and they'll even explain that shit to you even more.
I'm done with this dude. Look, we're gonna let him get up out of here. MyQscorner.com. Y'all check it out. I'm actually gonna go to NC, check out Will Hayes. I'm gonna try to get some footage of me rolling with dude and tapping them out, and then everyone, it'll be, the proof is in the pudding. It'll be out there for the world to see it. But Will, man, we appreciate you coming through, man.
Hey, if you tap me out, it ain't no need for me being here no more. It ain't. But when I tell you it ain't no need for me being on this earth, because that means like I'm legit, like my limbs might have shit in the cane. Some shit ain't even working.
You done, bro?
Yeah, I can't see that now. I'm being honest with you.
You done?
Like I can see me not having like legs and being able to choke you out.
You finished or what? Hey, when the last time what you putting up in the gym right now? Do you even gym at all?
Nah, man.
Do you even work out, bro?
No, I just look like this. But I mean, I'm pretty fucking probably still. I mean, I'm still like upper fours, maybe.
Upper fours?
Yeah, I don't lift, but I can still lift. I'm still strong.
Hold on, you still putting up 400 plus pounds on the in the bench?
Yeah, easily.
Hey, I throw a 225.
I ain't probably about 4 years though.
You heard me?
What's that?
I throw a 225 now.
That's good.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
White belt. I'm out here, bro. You don't see this.
Yeah. I see you starting to get a little thick.
Hey, you feel me? I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm a little problem out here.
Yeah, buck 65.
But it's muscle though.
Nah, I ain't said nothing. 165 pounds of anything ain't but so damn heavy. So yeah, I got you. I get it. No, I ain't said like you strong.
Listen, y'all stay positive, test negative for Kadeem Simmons and William Hayes. I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
All right, well, God bless y'all boys.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
You say he's a character?
Yeah, man. He's a legend. Like, really cool guy, really fun guy. So down to earth, but also, like he said, it's not just about being a Hall of Fame player, about being a Hall of Fame person, and another one of those lines which is going to live with me forever.
That's what's up, bro. And just to double down on the parlay, I can understand why someone like Myles Gaskin is underappreciated by the fan base. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh, Myles Gaskin. Like, yo, it's something to be said when former head coach Brian Flores says Myles Gaskin is the epitome of a Miami Dolphin. And then the new head coach comes in and had everything to say about Myles. Like, it was like Mike McDaniel came in, and it was, I don't want to say came in, but it was the week of the 49er game. And I really want to find it so we could pull it back up on the podcast. But it was the week of the 49ers, and he was like, yeah, Myles is everything you can want out of a human. You know what I'm saying? And I wish we knew more about this when we had Myles Gaskin on, because that's crazy, bro. Like, you just be a humanitarian. You feel me? So shout out to William Hayes. Shout out to friend of the podcast, Myles Gaskin, as well. Yeah, man, it's always fun to chop it up like this with not only a loved one, but someone who's just going to keep it 100 all the time, through and through.
Yeah, definitely. And his advice to any, any college player coming to the NFL, I guess it's one thing that we as fans only hear about when the media reports on it. But every single Tuesday there's guys in the building working out because they need a job. And if you're not pulling your weight, you'll be replaced in a heartbeat. Doesn't matter if you're a first round pick or a 7th round pick. There will be not to pick on anyone, but as a Dolphin draft a corner in any round, that means nothing to former first round pick. No ignominy. Like, there's guys who are hungry, who just want one chance. Look at Kader Kohu last season. He got one chance, took it, hasn't looked back yet. So yeah, again, really inspirational stuff from Hayes talking about college players and his advice to them.
Yeah, and just because we ain't mentioned it yet already, we might as well mention it now. How nice it would be to have a first round pick, to be picking 21 overall. You know what I'm saying? To pick someone that is a future franchise cornerstone. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that opportunity. Shout out to Jaren Hall. I doubt he'll be there in the 6th round for us, but Jaren Hall is going to be a stud in the NFL, and I had to say it again. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we gonna let it in on that, bro. William Hayes, we appreciate you. We rock with you. We're going live for the draft. Y'all remember to check us out. We're going live for the draft already. Oopsie.